it's Jody. I have a new process video. This is for the YouTube hop and Instagram hop for Oh Baby. And this was started with Maura O'Reilly, and this time we thought we'd try a baby layout. So I had to go back 5 years to find a baby picture. My sweet Joshua. Oh my goodness, I can't take it. Look at that face. So I have 0 baby things around in closets, in scrapbook stuff. So I really had to see what I could come up with, and I'm so grateful for Confessions of a Paper Addict. Virginia has just released this beautiful Sweet Dreams cut file. So I went ahead and cut it out on watercolor paper, mostly just so I wouldn't have to mess with gesso, and it just was a little easier. It's cheap watercolor paper, so I don't mind. But it does make a difference, I think. And I love doing this technique where I just paint away on the cut file. I wanted to bring in all the colors of his bib. So the blue, the green, the orange. And of course I use the yellow for stars and the moon. So it was just so much fun to paint away. Nothing special, nothing hard to do. Just picked my colors and went for it. And yeah, this is a lot of fun for me. This is just a mental break from everything, just paper and pretty colors. Yes, so this was definitely a much needed crafty session, and I'm so glad I did it this way, because like I said, I had no baby things. And I thought, well, maybe I could back the cut file, and I'm like, I don't have any baby paper. And so I think this was the best idea I could come up with, and I'm definitely happy with it. That rainbow is so cute. The cut file comes with a little title that says Sweet Dreams, but I did not cut it out, mostly because he is awake. So I didn't cut that part out. But if you are interested, it does come with that little title. I didn't want to leave the actual mobile white, so I just put a light coat of that gray. And you could see it in person, but it's not much on camera. So there you go. Yeah, I left the clouds white. Oh no, I think I paint those too. Paint those a very light blue. So I'm going to set that aside to let dry. I cannot forget the little eyes and mouths. I thought about cutting off all the eyelashes, but you know what? It doesn't matter. He's a handsome guy, so I didn't mind. So for my background page, I decided to pull my Cornflower Nouveau Embellishment Mousse and Vicky Bouton stencil, and I just smush it right through the stencil with my brush. This is one of my favorite ways to use the embellishment mousse. It dries so quickly, and those little brushes make it a snap to push all that color through the stencil. So I just went for it. And I love it. I think the color is a good match. And yeah, so I go around the paper and do it a few times. And then I thought, what in the world can I use for embellishments? Since I have no baby ephemera, paper, anything. So I reached for my Elle Studio stash, which I love because they use the prettiest colors, and I could usually find bits and pieces to go with almost anything I'm making. So I'm happy I pulled that out. I add some splatters of all the colors that were in the cut file to those pretty stars. I love how they turned out. A little yellow, got the blue, green, yellow, and then of course the orange. I think I do some gray splatters, but you can't really tell. I'm gonna let that dry. Yay, everything's dry, and I'm thinking the cut file definitely needs to be backed with some vellum. I think white would have just been too bright, and I really didn't want to bring in solid cardstock, so I thought vellum would be a good choice to give it a soft background. Kind of mute the background underneath each of the little shapes, but still able to see through it. So I do take a little bit of time to trace the shapes and cut them and glue them down. Here I'm showing the rainbow, so I do that with each of them. There they are, and it is very subtle, but I love it. I'm glad I did that. And here is some Elle Studio paper. I think I found a I don't remember what collection that's from or what month it's from, but I think the colors match beautifully. It was a lot of fun to find that pack. And of course I never remember which way to tear it to not have the white. I got the yellow one right, but of course I messed up on the orange one. Oh well. So I put a couple of layers behind my picture. And of course I'm putting some foam. Lift my picture up a little bit, and I decide to move that cut file a tiny bit to the left, just to give me some space on the right for my picture. And I don't lose any of the pretty shapes, just some of the mobile on top, but I think you could still make out what the cut file is with no problem. I have, thank goodness, ordered a new Nuvo glue. The poor thing is almost on empty. I'm shaking it to death. But I do finish this layout. I hope you will take a look at all the other crafty friends. It is always so much fun to see what everyone does with one picture of inspiration. So please hop along. And thanks again to Maura for inviting me. It was so much fun. Brought back so many memories. My sweet boy. I added some wood veneer stars, and then Elle Studio has these perfect colored stars, so I added some of those. And those little tab stickers totally have like Thanksgiving words on it, but I just use them for a tiny bit of color, so you don't even see what it says. You know, maybe that's cheating, I don't know, but I like using them that way. And then I believe the July release had those chipboard stickers. They were super cute. And off camera, I add my Oh Baby title. Thanks so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you like what you see. Take care. Bye-bye.